All right, thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Casual Highlight, where we educate, inform, and inspire while having a casual conversation about sports. My name is Al High. I am the founder of the Casual Highlight platform. All right, so today I am discussing the 2021 NFL season. I'm going to go through each division, each conference. I'm going to give you my playoff teams, Super Bowl picks, and who my Super Bowl winner is going to be. All right, so let's start in the AFC. AFC North. By far, the two toughest divisions is the North and the West. Pretty much the strength of it from looking at quarterback wise, defense wise, and they just these divisions, the North and the West are going to bring their lunch pail to work. And by far, I think they have a lot of talent in these divisions. But it's tough. You have a lot of great competition, great players, people who want to come to work and bring it. The AFC, by far, out of the 16 teams, you're probably going to have maybe 12 or 13 teams that are going to be in the hunt for the playoffs. So it's going to be some great football. But let's start in the North. I have this was a tough one for me because the Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, the Bengals. The up-and-coming Joe Burrow. You have the receiver that they drafted in Jamar Chase. You have Higgins on the other side. You have all these mixing in the backfield. You have the weapons of the Bengals. You have the up-and-coming Brownies, man. You have Baker Mayfield. You have Odell Beckham, who's coming back. You have, on the other end, Jarvis Landry. You have the tight end Hooper. He's on my fantasy team, so hopefully Hooper, does some things this year. And then you have the Ravens. It's the Lamar Jackson show. You have they did pick up Sammy Watkins. If Sammy Watkins can stay healthy, then that's going to be a bad team as well. So I came up with this conclusion, and these are my picks. So I went with the Ravens. They're going to win the division. I do have the Browns coming in second. This is y'all gonna laugh at this one, but I have the Bengals in third place and the Steelers in fourth place. It was tough. Many of y'all be like, well, Bengals should be fourth. But I got a feeling, man, the Bengals going to win a couple more games this year than they did last year. So we'll see what happens. But Ravens 1, Brownies 2, Bengals 3, Steelers 4. Let's get to the AFC South. Now, this really was a no-brainer for me on the AFC South. I mean, I knew the two teams that were going to be at the top and two teams that were going to be at the bottom. We ain't really got to explain too much on this one. The Titans, the big acquisition of Julio Jones on one side, you got AJ Brown on the other side, and you got Derrick Henry, and then you got the great player, the tight ends, and then you got Tannehill. They will win the AFC South. They'll be the one. They're the one. They'll win that division. I got the Colts. They have a lot of talent. They have Jonathan Taylor. They have Hines, the running back. They have good receiving core. Still a pretty nice stacked defense as well. But the quarterback, I mean, we got to see what's going on with Carson Wentz and his health, though. But I still see them doing pretty good in this division. I got them finishing number 2. I got the Jaguars finishing 3. I think it's a great story with Urban Meyer, with Trevor Lawrence. I call him Sunshine because of his hair. If you watched the movie, I Remember the Titans. Sunshine had the long hair. That's why I call Trevor Lawrence. But anyway, I got the Jags finishing 3rd in the division. I think that's an up and coming team in the National Football League. And then I got the Texans at the bottom because I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what's going on down there with that situation. And that's my AFC South. Now let's go to my AFC East. This one wasn't as hard to pick as well. To me, these teams were no-brainer. I have the Bills at 1. A lot of people are picking Josh Allen to be the MVP. Let's pump the brakes for just a moment. I'm not picking him as my MVP. Let's just pump the brakes on that pick right there for Josh Allen. I think he has developed and got better each year. But let's hold off on picking him MVP right now. But they will win the AFC East. I got the Dolphins coming in at number 2. I think Tua will take another step forward. I think the coaching, just of Brian Flores, and his coaching and his staff and getting his team ready each week to play and compete, by far, hands down, is going to be awesome. I think that's exciting. So I got the Dolphins finishing second. I thought it was easy, but these last two, the Patriots and the Jets, I got the Patriots at 3. I'm not really sold on Matt Jones yet, even though the good thing with quarterbacks now, they go to all these 7-on-7 camps. They have these quarterback guru coaches, and they're a lot more prepared now to come into the NFL than they were maybe 15, 20 years ago. So I'm not really 100% sold on Matt Jones just yet. This could change, but I do have the Patriots finishing in a division 3rd, and I got the New York Football Jets 4th. Even though I think Zach Wilson is a good quarterback, Robert Saleh is the new coach, they're up and coming, but I got the Jets finishing 4th. AFC West, like I said earlier, this is one of the toughest divisions, probably in the AFC and definitely in the National Football League. Listen, the AFC West comes through Arrowhead Stadium. The AFC West comes through Kansas City. Matter of fact, this football seat, it comes right through here. It comes through Arrowhead Stadium. Period. Kansas City Chiefs will win the AFC West. The Broncos, I got to give it to them. They went and picked up Teddy B. Teddy B, with those weapons, with that defense, I got them number 2. The Chargers, do y'all know how many close games the Chargers lost last year? They could have easily been in the playoffs. I want to say it was 8 or 9 games they lost by 7 points or less. And that's why Anthony Lynn is not the coach of the Chargers no more. But I got the Chargers. But that Justin Herbert guy, that doggone Justin Herbert, we struggled with the Chargers and the Broncos and the Raiders. Like the division opponents, brought the best. They brought their best game to us each and every week. And it wasn't and those games weren't even a blowout. Like, we had to beat the Chargers in overtime last year on the road. And then we had to, the Raiders came and beat us at Arrowhead last year. And yeah. So, but anyway, Justin Herbert is an up-and-coming superstar. Justin Herbert is a bad man. He up-and-coming superstar in this league. So I got the Chargers at 3, and then I got the Raiders at 4. Man, listen, I like some Derek Carr. I'm sorry, I like me some John Gruden. This might be the last straw for Gruden. But even though I'm a Chiefs fan, from afar, I still admire Mr. Gruden, okay? That's another team who be finding ways to lose close games as well. The Las Vegas Raiders. Let's switch gears to the NFC. NFC, let's start with the North. Now the NFC North, this was a no-brainer. Listen, we got the Packers. We got Mr. Aaron Rodgers out. It's gonna do it again. They gonna cut up in the NFC North. They about to do it big up in the NFC North. I got the Packers at 1. We ain't really gotta say anybody else. I would say I got the Lions at 2, the Vikings at 3, and the Bears or the Cubs at 4. Let's go to the NFC South. In my opinion, the NFC South, this is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers division to lose. I believe you bring everybody back, they're going to run the table and they're going to win the division again. I do have in second place the New Orleans Saints, Mr. 30 for 30 himself, Mr. Jameis Winston. I believe the last time we saw him at quarterback was when he produced his year-long documentary of 30 for 30 in Tampa Bay. I think, with some tutelage of Sean Payton, he won't be a 30 for 30 anymore. He'll start producing 40 for 10 documentaries, and I believe that's because he's been under the tutelage of Sean Payton and Drew Brees. So I got the Saints at 2. They're gonna be putting, Winston gonna be putting the dub, and he's gonna be doing all that in his mouth. I ain't about to put my fingers in my mouth and do all that. No, we ain't gonna do that. But you get my point. We got the Panthers at 3. I think Matt Rule and picking up the quarterback Sam Darnold, I think that was big. I think their offense is going to be a little bit better than last year, but I still got them coming out of there at 3. And then we got the crapshoot of the Atlanta Falcons at 4. I think the boy Kyle Pitts is nice. He on my fantasy team. I think he's going to do some big things in that offense, but the suspect still is that defense. And what is that defense going to do? I think Gage is nice on offense. I need to go pick him up on my fantasy roster too. I think he's wake him up, Russ himself. I think he's excellent. Who the boy? Stephen Ridley is nice. So Matt Ryan has some weapons there in Atlanta, but this is the Bucs division to lose. Let's go NFC West. This by far is the toughest division in the NFC itself because it's stacked. You got the Rams, the Seahawks, the 49ers, and the Cardinals. To be real, all 4 of these teams can make it to the playoffs easily. But I had to line them up and pick what I wanted to pick, what I thought was going to make it. So I'm going with the LA Rams to win the NFC West. I think that defense, Ndamukong Suh, that Jalen Ramsey, that defense got so much better last year during the season. Got so much better. Probably not least talked about defense right now. Everybody's talking about, in my opinion, they're talking about the Bucs and the Chargers and these other defenses and the Bills, but they don't talk. In my opinion, I don't think the Rams get as much respect as these other defenses do. So I got the Rams winning this division. I got Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson. We trust. DK Metcalf, Lockett. Listen, we ain't gotta say nothing else. And Russell Wilson we trust. Seahawks are gonna be in the playoffs. All right. That's my 2 seed. I got the 49ers at the 3 and the Cardinals the 4th. Now let's go to the East, the NFC East. All right, so with this NFC East package, we got Cowboys, Giants, football team, and Eagles. I can't wait till Washington gets them a team name. Good God Almighty. Y'all need to come on. Y'all need to hurry this up and get y'all a football team name. Well, listen, with this football team, this Washington football, listen, y'all got to get this together. I think by far, now, Washington's defense, I think by far is, that's a bad defense. I think that boy Young on the D-line will be the defensive player of the year, could get some MVP votes right along with Ndamukong Suh. But there has to be one winner. I believe this division will be won between weeks 15 and 18. Because now we got 18 weeks of the season this year. I believe the Dallas Cowboys is going to win this division. This right here, this is the division. They better win. They're supposed to win this year. All right. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I love the weapons that they have on offense. This is, in my opinion, this is their division to lose. But I think a close second will be the New York Giants. I got that football team, and I got the Eagles. Listen, I'm gonna just put it like this. These are my teams that I have winning the my top teams between the teams who are winning each division and how they're going to finish. We're going to do a part 2 to this video where I'm going to discuss who's going to make the playoffs in the Super Bowl. With that being said, this is Al High. Thank you for tuning in. If you like the video, you enjoy the content, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Until next time, God is love and disrespect your senses.